I have a story for you about myself that illustrates how deeply held beliefs can completely distort your reality. In my work, and by the way, in my book that I sell here on TikTok Shop, here's the book, I often talk about the fact that those deeply held programming beliefs program the matrix of your reality in such a way that not only do they get to be proven true, but also it gives you or your assumed brokenness an opportunity to fix itself, continue fighting that same old dragon that maybe has hurt you in the past. What you will also find is that internal filter is going to distort the actual reality you live in, and this is what my story is about. When I was around 20 years old, I moved to the United States because I married a boy from New Orleans. I had my first child. I graduated from art school. I was looking for galleries around New Orleans to sell my work. Even though the work that I did was very good and people liked it, I had a very low self concept. I really didn't believe that I was going to have an opportunity to succeed, not really realizing that I kept reaching out to galleries. And one time I got a response from the gallery that I really wanted to be a part of. Because the email said, "Thank you for your interest in our gallery. We looked at your work. However, we're not really interested in new artists at this time. Thank you so much. Goodbye." I got very disappointed, but kind of living in that energy of rejection, which, by the way, I continued living into my adulthood. I decided I'm just going to continue trying harder, which, by the way, is not the way to go. Now I know. And I'll tell you what is, but first I'm going to tell you what the kicker is in the story. As a very creative and a little bit disorganized person, I don't clean my email very often. And I was cleaning out my email box 10 years later. Guess what I found? I found the email from the gallery that I told you about, and I reread it, and it said, "Dear Anya, we love your work. We would love you to be part of our gallery. What are the price ranges for these paintings?" I reread it several times. I swear at that time, my beliefs projecting themselves so hard onto the reality I was living, I saw a proof of what I knew to be true for me and what I deserved as opposed to what the world was offering me. Many times do you think this is happening in your life? So now I know the ways not to try harder. This is, by the way, why I am making this book available, and I am shouting from the rooftops the message about examining what you know to be true about who you are, because that is the foundation of everything that is happening in your life.